Good morning, anyone that's here. I just started eating a snack and realized that the microphone's next to my mouth. Smart move, me. I'll give everyone a second to get in while I pull up some spooky stories, or any stories, really. Hey! Hi, guys. Hello. I had some time this morning and really missed everybody, so I thought I would try and see if anybody was up for a little chit chat. Oh, sorry. Gotta remember to move that away from my mouth. Does anybody else do that too? I completely forget. And hey, yeah, it's good to be here. Just gonna take a gander. I know I had saved some other things. I wanted to make sure that everybody could find out who the winner of the story contest was. And let's see, I saved the art contest winner, so I can pull that up so everybody can see that. Just a second and I'll show everybody. And I'll try to make sure that that is there on the screen. Just a second here. I'm waiting for it to pull up. Nope, that's something else. Contest winner, I think is what I had it as. Just give me a moment because I am waiting for other people to come in. Hey, Paul Kate. Oh, I forgot to say hello, Damn Gypsy. Hello, Cats. Hello, Phantom. Hello, the Dark Lord Evil Satyr. And Paul Kate, good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. I made sure I labeled it so I couldn't miss it. I'm going to show everybody the art in just a moment here. As soon as it pops up. And I will show you who the art contest winner is. I had only a couple of art contest submissions. But this winner is, I had only a couple. Sorry, I put it on my phone so I could see the comments, because if I look at the comments while I'm trying to show you guys something, then you're not going to see it. But I only had a couple of submissions, but this one was hands down amazing, and you'll see why in a second here. And let's see if you guys can see. Nope, that went to the wrong thing here. I don't know what happened there. I just had it on the right thing here. So sorry. I save all my stuff. There we go. So you should be able to see this. Oh no, all I'm seeing are several. Well, then maybe there's a delay here. Not really understanding why you guys aren't able to see this. Wow. And it's cold in Mexico, Cats. I'm not understanding why you guys can't see this. All I'm seeing are multiple share screens. It doesn't make any sense. You guys let me know if you can hear me correctly or not. On my screen, I am sharing with you. I'm not understanding why that's not working. I'm trying to figure out an alternative way to show this to you. Is everyone there? Can you guys respond? I'm not seeing. Okay. Okay, good. I'm not sure why that's not showing you the screen. Oh, it okay, hold on a minute. Limit the bandwidth. No, I don't want to do that. Let me figure out why the heck that did that. So let me try one more time to show this to you. Hold on a second. Okay, my entire screen. Let's do that. Let's see if that works. And if not, oh no. Let me see if that works instead. I'll try it one more time and see if it'll work. Just a second. It's going to show that. And oh, there we go. No, it disappeared. Why did that disappear? There we go. You guys should be able to see that in just a second. See if I can sort of hone in on that. This is by Hex Wando. He is the hands down winner of the art contest. Hands down. I mean, look at the detail on the neck, if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can. I don't think I can zoom in anymore. I just thought it was beautiful and amazing. And there were a few other submissions, but nothing compared to the work that he put into this. I mean, look, there's like little tattoos of a skull and some flowers on the neck that have really great detail. So yeah, that's the winner of the art contest. Oh, them boobs. Psh. Yeah, okay. It's all in dark too, so and the screen's really small, so I mean for if you're on your phone, so. Hey, Mr. Saberine, hello. I was trying to see if you had put anything new up. I was just glancing yesterday and thought about that. So, yeah, it's really cool. So I started this. This is my second annual. Usually, I did a art contest last year and had a lot more submissions. But the story contests seem to have the more interest this year. But that's Creeperoni's thing, and it looks like she's back to narrating, so that'll go back to her, and I'll do more art next year, depending on where the channel is at that point. I just want you guys to know that YouTube is going out of its way to really screw with the smaller channels, especially in the horror community. Like I know that the bigger, I don't know how Mr. Creepypasta's thing is going. But your maker has, buttons and so does Bebusta, but they have a lot of subscribers. But someone like me gets buried in the pile. And I'm not really sure where we'll be at next year at this time on this, if there will be a channel, what will go on with it. I haven't put a lot of work and time into this, hundreds of videos. Are they all, amazing? Probably not. I mean, I don't know. But it gets down on you when you put your heart and soul into something and you don't see a lot of results from it. And a smart person knows, isn't the definition of insanity repeating the same actions and expecting different results? So if you want different results, you have to take different actions. So for a while, it will just be once a week and hopefully a live stream. We did that before for a while, and it seemed to work out pretty well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. And, I just watched Lily Singh, Superwoman. I watched her video on her taking a break, and she has 14 million subscribers. So it's not just the small channels. All of the channels are at a loss as to what YouTube is doing with itself. It has created this, and if you don't create videos, you don't know this, but they want you to do this tight walk rope of how to do your videos and tag them and label them and market them, and then they change it. And then they change it and they change it and they change it. And for someone who's got 14 million subscribers to question this method of YouTube, who's had enormous success and a large following. I don't even know if you know who that is, but she's an enormous following. She's a really creative person. She has become so discouraged with it that she's got to take a break from it. And outside of the fact that right now I've got a family situation that is a day by day thing that requires my attention. I can't really talk about it because it's not just my situation. But I will tell you that I almost lost someone that is my whole world. Sorry, give me a second here. I almost lost someone that is my whole world. Thankfully didn't. And they're okay now. But the situation is a day by day thing. And you just get each day. That's all anybody really gets. You get each day, and then you hope you get the next day. And that's where we're at. And as if you've been here for a long time, you also know that um I started making videos when and I kept making them when I realized that I don't have as many nightmares or bad dreams when I have a creative outlet. Um, and so you might also know that during this very stressful situation, my dreams are just more vivid than ever. I had a dream the other night that my husband's ex-mother-in-law bought a camper and decided to live in our driveway. So yeah, I need to make something. I need to make content so I can get peaceful sleep at night. Oh, but with all this said, I want to branch out, and and I don't know if I can do that with this audience. Might not respond to that so well. I have a couple of funny things that I've been working on just in my own head that I might introduce to the channel just to see how you guys like it, and then I would make another channel for that and see what the following was like. But I have a couple things in mind outside of oh yeah, you guys are just now hearing me on my getting upset. Sorry about that. Um, and it's kind of a good thing I can't share the whole thing, and it's not a I've been told not to. It's just there's some anonymity. I choose to do this because I love it and I like interacting with you and I like telling stories, but my whole family doesn't choose it, and so I don't want to blab all their personal information all over the internet. So just know that things have been really hard, and some moments gloriously beautiful. But I'm not going to talk about that anymore because then I'll spend the whole live stream crying. No, I don't want to do that. That's not what you came here for. Um, I also want to announce the story contest winner was kind of tight there between Chris B's Monsters Live Among Us, and did I get the titles right? I have to go back and look. I'm going to stop sharing now, but I'm going to send Hex Wando an email and make sure that he knows that he's the winner. As soon as he sent that picture in, I'll leave it up if you guys want to see it because it's really cool. If I would have thought in advance, I would have made it like a full screen picture and then it would have just been on the screen the whole time. Yeah, Mr. Saberine, I like that idea too. I like it when people do live and talk to people. I've only attended here, but I love it. I like interacting with everybody. It gives me a feel for what people want to hear. Yeah, so I did a poll. For some reason, I now have the community tab, which I thought was only available to people who had 10,000 subscribers or more. So I'm really confused by that because I'm still not even at the 5,000 mark. But they did like eliminate any, like, I can't monetize any of my videos. Like, they took that completely away from me. Not that I ever, like, one time I got a payment in April, and then one time in October I did. That's it. Yeah. And it's just when you can make money off something that you love, it inspires you to create more. But basically what they give you some lame excuse that, oh, this is just like someone else's. But if you've been here for a while, you know that very, very few times have I ever had anything that someone else has had on their channel. I go out of my way to search and make sure that I haven't. I mean, I've heard that copycatting is the deepest form of flattery. But when it comes to creating original content, it's not a good idea. You can get ideas from something that you can branch yours off of, but don't put something up that's exactly like someone else's. That's not creative. That's called stealing, dummy. But anyways, to get that off my chest, Mr. Sabrine says, I've been wanting to do a podcast of sorts with other horror creators to kind of break out of the horror sphere for a bit and talk, Yeah, me too. I did say that in my last live stream too. But I wanted to make sure that I got the right story titles. It was kind of a tight one. First, it was number 1. Everybody really liked that, and then they heard number 4 and they liked that. But then number 5 seemed to be the winner. So I will be making merch for both and sending them both their winning thing. They'll both be on the channel's credits for a year with all of their social media contacts. The art and the story contest winner. They will get merch sent to them at no charge. And then the merch, when I did this last year, I did the merch. You can buy the merch. It's just at cost. There will be, I just make it like, so there's no profit from it. So if you buy it, you're buying it what it costs them to make it. And then they send it to you. What if it's only horror survival games? Haha. As long as you don't start doing a video game channel. No. Psh. I'll do a live stream of me playing solitaire or Candy Crush. That would be hilarious. No. Plus, I like it better when you like a long time ago. My daughter started playing Lego Star Wars on Wii, and I just loved it when you constantly got killed because I went ah. I don't know if anybody's ever played that or not, but it's really funny when they die. I have to go up and see the comments when I wasn't reading because I got upset. Autumn, hi. Sorry, I forgot to say hi. Did I miss anybody else? I'm going to have to go through there and see. Like the satanic religious witches answer awesome. I don't think I missed anybody else. If I missed you, please say something because I'm so sorry if I did. I like playing video games too, but I like the old school stuff. Like if anybody's ever played Super Mario and you can go through all 8 levels, and mind you, all 8 levels has 4 sub-levels on one level with one guy, and you think you can beat me, let's do it. Nerd. I'm saying that to myself. I love that game. That's hands down. You know what I can't stand though? Like my stepson will turn on like his Xbox One. And is it every time that you go to play a game, it has to upload and then like updating. I just want to put a game in and turn it on and play it. I have no patience for that crap. Oh my God. One-on-one me shipment, bro. Okay. Everybody get a good gander at this. I think that will be beautiful. This will be beautiful on like a I don't know, like a black long sleeve t-shirt or hoodie. The detail on the neck, I just love it. It's beautiful. I'm just wondering if I make that any bigger, if it'll capture it. So I'm gonna have to play around with it and see. Made merch several times before, so I'll figure it out. Now I can turn my phone thing off there. You guys will stop seeing me share that in a second here. Excuse me. Sorry. Let me see here. Are you guys experiencing any delays with the live stream? Please let me know. I'm going to look up. I had saved some other stories earlier in October for November. So I'm just going back through it and seeing. Honestly, my brain is kind of feeling like I'm scrambling to remember because I just can't freaking remember. Let me see here. I did find a few things this morning, but let me see here. Don't think so. Don't think so to what? By the time I see somebody's response and I've been talking about something, I can't remember what you're responding to. And I hate that there's a lag and I can't remember what it is. Dang it. I'll come back and look in a second here. I found some stories for December, so don't want to read those yet. I want to save those for later. I have this story. It's not a pasta. It's not a true story. It's not a serial killer. It's just a story. And I've had this story nesting in my brain for 2 years. And I would really like to see it come alive for this Christmas. And it's just a good story. If I can tell it properly as I'm seeing it in my head, which I've found that is hit or miss at times. So there's Suburban Seattle. True Stories of Ghost Possession. I don't know if we've read those or not. The Haunting of Laura, a poltergeist story. And the stories of being haunted in suburban Seattle. Do any of those sound familiar to anyone? Please chime in. I've been getting back into Run Escape lately. I know, I'm a dork. I don't know what that is. Cats does, so. Sabrine, did you put a link in? Make sure you put a link in here so everybody can check out your channel. Anybody else that's here that wants people to check out their channel, do that also, please. Actually writing my own original pasta that's based on a dream I had when I was 7. Ooh. Yeah, I usually do read haunted stuff stories anyways, so I'm just always at a loss as to what I've already read. I feel like we've read the Haunted Possession one, though. The Haunted Bed? Does that sound... Hi, Trix. In our block, we've got 6 houses being built. And I mean, it's a large, like it's like a 2 blocks into 1 block where there were formerly trees. Luckily, the lot that's behind our house is like, it can't pert or whatever the right word is. So it'll always be just trees, thank God. But it is not relaxing to have so many construction trucks going in and out of your neighborhood. And my dog is constantly on edge because everything upsets her. So you may or may not hear her bark. Haunted Bed. My featured video on my channel is the one I did with Duchess. Aw, that's nice. Somebody just commented on a Skinwalker story that I did, like my first one that I did. That was one that really started my channel gaining motion. I'm like, oh, I should do these. And then, of course, you know, when you do something that you see other people doing, you don't copy their stories, but you see them doing it, so you seek out. These stories have already been read. Like, somebody will say that 2 years later on something that I've read, not even looking at the date, and it's because someone else took the stories from my video, and then they read them on their video 2 years later. But no one looks at the dates when they go to these videos. They just see them pop up in their feed, and they don't know how it works and whatever. Well, YouTube, and in case you haven't heard me, I know you've heard me say that, but YouTube goes out of their way to bury the small content creators. The only time, like, I Googled Serial Killer Saturday and my channel pops up. But it's the only thing I pop up for. So if someone's not Googling Serial Killer Saturday, they're not going to see that. But I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, wow. But I mean, who's going to look for Serial Killer Saturday? I don't know. I think I'm going to get myself a Serial Killer Saturday sweatshirt. I don't even have any of my own merch. Is that bad? Probably should advertise for myself. And then by the time I'm like, I shouldn't do this anymore. And then it'll gain tons of attention and whatever. I started getting harassed on an old video of mine because apparently this dude named Daniel read the same story on his channel a year before I did and had no idea. There's no way that you can know They say, and they, whoever they is, it's said that when you have a thought in your brain, at that same exact moment, someone else on the planet has the same exact idea. And it's what both people do with it. And you'll see it. Haven't you ever seen movies that they seem so similar? The title's so similar, but it was a base of an idea and they both went in different directions because if you watched both movies, even though they might have started with the same idea, they go in different directions. So, you know, people are going to complain. People have been complaining a lot. I've never seen so many rude people in my life until this last year who think that they can just say whatever they want to people, and not really to me, but to others. Um, and you have to stop them. You have to block them. You have to let them know it's not okay. You don't have to say anything back. You just block them. Like if I have somebody that comes and says anything rude, I just block them. I mean, it has to be really bad for me to block them. Like if you don't like how I read, well, whatever. There's like, why did you listen? Just click off. Let's see. Googled for serial killer. I mean, you did? Is that how you found my channel, cats? Many stories I've heard in 1 or 4 different channels. It's not a biggie unless it's like 1 hour after I did the same thing. Yeah, that's pretty rare that it's happened in the same day. That's okay, Autumn. Squirrel. I disabled the comments because it was a day in and day out thing for months. Oh, you should have just pinned a comment saying someone else may have. I mean, it's always going to happen. But I think that I avoid Reddit like the plague. There's I've contacted people. I haven't checked my messages on there in a while, but if I find a series, like people be like, "Oh, um, will you read this story?" And I find out that it's from Reddit. So if I can find the author and send them a message. Now, personally, if you've sent them a message and they haven't responded in 6 months, I mean, come on. You can respond to someone in 6 months if you give a crap about your story on Reddit. But still, if I haven't heard from them, I don't read it. Like the Blackouts series and the Boyfriend series, I really loved those. Those were my first series I did. I loved those. I'll still go back now and listen to them and be like, I don't particularly like how the videos turned out, but I like the stories. And again, I was recording those with the Logitech headset that I have on right now. And if you ever want to start narrating anything, you can also get a microphone that plugs into your phone and you can record from there. And if you don't like how the audio turns out, you can just download Audacity onto your computer, upload your audio to that, and tweak it. I should do some tutorials on that, but I'm still not an expert. I mean, anything I learned from Mother Creepypasta and her husband figuring out stuff so I could even make audiobooks. That was complicated. It's a lot more complicated than just reading stories on here, but I've said that a million times. It's like different ways of entertainment. Serial killers are among my favorite subjects. And the first video I found was the one on Elizabeth Bathory. And it's hard because when it's hundreds of years ago, it's sketchy at best. It's still entertaining, but now we have such technical advances where we can hone in times of death and genetic evidence that pins the real killer to things. So my microphone's $20 that I use for recording. So yeah, it doesn't have to be 100. I mean, there was $1,000 microphone I'd love to have, but I can't justify that expense if I'm not bringing in enough money to make that purchase. Do you know what I mean? I'm someone who feels like I need to justify, and to myself, expenses because it affects everyone in my life. So if you came across one of my stories on Reddit, express permission is the top of the story. If you have a Reddit link, will you share it, please? Oh yeah, I think it's called the Rode microphone, and most professional voiceover. Hey, Immunity. Most professional that do it all day long, voiceovers, they really invest in a microphone like that. because it's going to pick up the best qualities of your voice. But yeah, Dark Lord, Evil Satyr, if you have a link to your Reddit, by all means, please post it. I don't know if you have or not before. I really feel like my brain is turning into mashed potatoes lately. It's just been a rough time here. I use a Shure SM7B. Before that, I used an MXL 990. Yeah, mine, when I read the reviews on it, when I found it, it was $20, and I'm like, no way can this be great. And there were people that they did comparisons with this microphone. Not the one I'm talking into now. This is a Logitech headset. The microphone I use for recording was $20. And the people that bought it were amazed at the weight and the durability and quality of it because they were used to the more expensive microphones. And I read review after review after review that were nothing but positive. So I'm like, I'm going to try it out. What's the big deal? It's $20. So yeah. Yeah. The Snowball, I think, might be the worst one. Just because, but again, I think that, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, so I hope that's not how it sounds, but I don't think that everyone has a voice for this. Now, please, that probably sounded terrible the way I just said that. But like, if you've listened to Mr. Saberine or Immunity, they have a specific sound to their voice that's just, not everybody is meant to be like, I don't think that I could announce games. Like, I think both you guys could do that. I couldn't. I really get into it. Me and my husband talked about having a YouTube channel that. No, that's not what I mean though. It's just take any paragraph that you see in front of you and read it. I don't know how to explain it other than it sounds cocky, and I don't mean it to. That's not what I'm trying to. I know you know what I mean. Anyone that knows me knows what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you spend $1,000 on a microphone or $20 on a microphone. If you can't read into the microphone, trying to tell a story and capture people's attention, doesn't matter how much you spend on the microphone. That's maybe what I meant, but that still sounds shitty. I don't know. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. That is from Anchorman, which we quote a lot of movies in my house. Ha ha ha. That's okay. Freaks will like that, Autumn. I'm just joking. Yeah. No. The new Thanksgiving horror story is that all narrators who read a specific story will have their brains turned to mush as they slowly slip into insanity. Like gravy. I wrote a story that I was so excited about. It was like 2 Novembers ago called Moist. You can go back and listen to that. It's probably terrible. Sometimes I can't bear to listen to some of my old stuff, but I like to leave it up because I'm the type of person that wants to encourage everyone to go after what they want. And what better way to encourage someone than to put your horrible, horrible crap up on the internet? Mr. Saberine, I won't name names, but there's someone who makes top insert number list videos, and everything they say sounds like they're asking a question every fucking time. I know what you're saying. I know who exactly you're talking about. But the thing is the fact that his voice is so unique is why he has such a large audience. It's comforting. People like repetition. And it doesn't, yeah. Hundreds of thousands? I thought he hit 2 million. Oh. Oh my God. Well, hey, Nirvana once wrote a song called Moist Vagina. So there's that too. Oh my God. Oh my God. My husband every time he sees, because of the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin, there's a scene where they go on a speed dating round, and there's a lady who he calls Gina, and she's like, no, Gina. And she was like wanting to switch back to men. Well, her words, not mine. So every time my husband finds out someone's name is Gina, we immediately have to walk away. He can't have anything to do with it because he's going to call her Gina inevitably. Tara White, hello. Someone else told me that too, and I think it was Creeperoni when she first found me. And I was so flattered because that's Marceline from Adventure Time. That's a huge compliment in my head. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but I think that's great because I don't know. It just makes me feel better. So thank you. I don't know if you meant it as a good thing or not, but last time I checked out their channel, they hadn't broken 1 million yet. I don't know. You'll have to message me who the name is then, because I'm getting confused. Maybe it's someone else that I'm thinking of too, but I know what you're talking about. But I go through that too, but I try to just focus on myself. What can I do better? I don't try to like be like, how the fuck does this person have this many followers when they suck? Like, I've had moments like that, but the fact is they're succeeding when I'm not. So what can I do better for myself? So I will introduce something, and I'm probably going to get hate for it. But it's something that I've really wanted to do, and it's fucking hilarious. And I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to see I can't wait to see the reaction as more of that. Thank you. Thank you, Tara. Let's see. China. When we were looking at houses to buy, there was a house I really liked, but it was on Gina Street, and we couldn't even go look at it because he's like, I can't wait to tell people we live on Gina Street. I'm like, forget it. I didn't even call the real estate agent. I didn't even bother. I'm like, if I like that house, no, I just didn't even pursue it. Leah and Ladybug. What a cute name. That's cute. Aw. Duchess, you could read innocent children's stories. Spoiler alert, I am starting a children's reading channel. I've been saying it forever, and I'm going to do that. It's only going to be once a week. Anything I start will only be once a week because I don't want to overwhelm. I don't want to put out too much content and then it turns into crap. Yeah, I have several ideas brewing, and they're all separate. And I'll let you guys all know about it because you guys are the ones that have encouraged me the most. You guys are the ones that constantly come and listen and give feedback. And granted, it's all positive, but I know that there's most people on my channel now prefer true stories, true scary stories, or Serial Killer Saturday, and really have weaned against creepypastas, even though you guys know that's my freaking favorite thing. But you know, I have to do a little of both. Let's see. You are too cool for the commoner peasants, maybe. Ha ha. That's very funny. At the end of the watch video, asking people want to see what you look like, then have a link to social media. Huh? That Mr. Saberine you could do that too. You could do that too. Like big time. Bye, honey. Football Master 49 is my husband, in case you guys didn't know that. Good to know I'm in the process of writing a series of children's books. Oh, that's so cool. My daughter, since she was in existence, I read to her nonstop, and I really get into the characters. Like I really would put on a show with the stuffed animals and puppets, and I loved it. It wasn't like an effort for me. It just seemed like the natural thing to do. But I realized later on that not everybody does that. Some people look at you like you're crazy. That's fine. I like children's stories because it makes me feel young. Yeah, sometimes when you're feeling down, if you read a story like that, you can grasp on to some sort of like innocent happiness that just exists in the world that gets trampled on and stomped down by people that are angry with the way things are going. And I think that's good. It's like a nice balance. Thank you. I absolutely love your videos. I've been following you since the start. I'm thinking maybe you could do more collabs to get more stuff. Collabs are hard. You never know if someone else is going to reciprocate. There are a few things in the work like I would like to do, but to tell you the honest truth, most small channel horror creators aren't doing it anymore. Most horror creators are the big ones that are going to be left because everyone else is getting trampled into the dust and buried. And so the work that they do doesn't get seen even by their subscribers unless you seek them out. And I seek out my favorites. I seek them out whether I get a notification or not. Hey, Creeper. You said that dead seriously? Oh, I got to go back up and see what you said. Cats. Hey, Yolia. Oh, wait. You're too cool for the common peasants, maybe? Ah. You said Creeperoni said you sounded like Marceline. No, we don't live in the same state. She lives in Georgia. Oh, shouldn't say that. Well, she says it. She's from Georgia. I'm from Michigan. She's just adorable. You can follow her on her channel, and then you can see her on Instagram. She just did an update video last week or the week before. I've literally lost track of time. But yeah, she's just a sweetheart. You and me both. I did that for my daughters when we were younger. I just love it. Yeah, I hear that. Reading to your kids is a gateway to literacy. Yes. For doing dramatic character voices. Why would she yell at you? When the more animated you can be with a read, the more other people want to read. I like to watch the movie and the book, and I like when they're not the same because when I read a book, I picture it in my head like a movie. But you can change that. You can change that set. You can change the color of the people, like their eyes, their hair, their height, anything the way you want to. You can alter the story in your head in little ways when you're reading to yourself. That's cool. I love it. Raise your hand if you've ever cried when a story, like a really good book, was over. Don't worry, I won't. It'll be our secret. I have. When you get really invested in a story and a character. It's rare though. There's a few books that I reread and reread and reread over and over and over again just because I like the familiarity of the story. And if I haven't read it in like 6 months or a year, and I know how the story is going to be, but there's little things in the sentences that I forget. So I really do like that. Immunity. That's very nice, cats. I have to go up for a second here. I think the world needs newer tales for children. Me too. Yes. But I don't discount the classics. I think you can take the classics and tweak them a little too. That was very nice, cats. Okay. Dark Lord, just to collab with you, your maker and darkness. Yeah. I don't think those guys ever watch my stuff, honestly. Besides they're busy chasing their own tails trying to figure out what the fuck YouTube is doing with itself. I mean, it's like it's trying to destroy. It's like they hired someone, and correct me if I'm wrong. It's like they hired a team of people who secretly want to destroy it. Because that's what they're doing. Yeah, good job, Creeper. I like the original version of Tales with the gore, death, and all that. That's true, hon. Everyone, please make sure you have your bell turned on to get notifications. I'm exiting a lot of collaborations with the exception of producing audio dramas, but most of my future stories will be me alone. I cry with my TV series, movies, books. Not all, but yes, I go boohoo. Yeah. Have you ever thought about going to live streams to pick up more subs? A good one is Pusa Studios, Green Bay Wacky. Oh, I usually support everyone else's. Like I want go check out the people, and I tell you guys this. Also, not just Saberine has a channel. Immunity Zero has a channel. Creeper has stories that he writes. So Creeper, please post some links in the chat so people can check it out. Evil Satyr, you said you had Reddit stories. Please post the link so we can check it out. Then I can post it in the comment section when the live stream's over, and then people can go check it out. Or you can post it when the live stream's over, and then it'll just be there. So it's your call. I know that it sometimes won't show up right away because I have to approve any comments that have links, but I'll approve them. It's fine. I want you guys to get more subs, you know. I want to see people succeed at something that they try to do. I have done that before just to see, because when I'm at a live stream or someone else's channel and I see comments or something and it looks like their little symbol looks different, I'll see if they have a channel. You're so sweet. I'll see if they have a channel and see if they have any content there. Because I'm that nosy and that curious. I've been working on pasta for the last few months, and I'm going to send to Creeps McPasta. I hope he likes it. Puts a lot of time into it. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, let's see. I pulled up a few stories here. I was literally just going to get up and go to the bathroom and come back to the live stream in my brain. Oh my goodness. We've literally been chatting for 49 minutes. Yeah. So I've got these stories here, Haunted in Seattle, and I'm 99.9% sure I've never read to you guys. If I have, stop me now. You see. I mean, what do you have to lose? Like some people like chamomile tea, some people like peppermint, but they all like tea. See what I'm saying? Somebody might like Saberine or Immunity more than they like me. And I know that those guys return the favor. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I had started watching Darkness Prevails and Mr. Creepypasta and Unit. And Unit is actually a really great supporter. What was I going to say? And at the time when I started doing mine, Darkness Prevails had 50,000. And I think Unit had about 30. And Unit was posting sometimes twice a day for months. I don't know how he did it. That's crazy. And then Darkness Prevails was like, I was at his live stream celebrating his 50,000 subscriber mark. And I said, yeah, I just started a channel. He's like, oh, go support her. We need more females. That's the only time I think one time he listened to one of my videos and made a comment and people were like, oh, Darkness Prevails. Oh. And then Unit did the same thing. But, they can't really do that very often because then they get called out for favoritism or something like that. So, but it is kind of a bummer. I don't know if it's because I'm a small channel, if I'm a lady or whatever, but it's just not the same, Sorry, I just crunched in the thing. Yeah, Unit's had a lot of voiceover parts. So, and I had this story I wanted to complete. I'm still going to complete it, and I want him to do the voice for the other character because my brain only hears it with his voice. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. But the story only makes sense with his voice and his responses. It's I don't want to spoil it. Plus, I don't even know if I'm going to end up making it happen. So, let me see. That's really nice, Leon Ladybug. I may have heard the stories, but please proceed. I love your voice. Unit has some cool collabs. Haunted in Seattle sounds like a cheesy 90s rom-com. I know, yeah, it does. I've watched Parsons since 2014. I wish YouTube would fix their notification situation so the bell worked. I feel like smaller YouTubers would benefit from it. I'm new to the horror narrative. See when I got my favorites. That's very nice. Actually, has a blog. Katz, please post that link. Everybody post your links, please, so everybody can check it out. And let me know if it's not letting you post links. Katz wrote a blog talking about her favorite narrators and mentioned me as her favorite, and that was just like I shared it on Twitter so the other people that she mentioned in there could read it, and I thought that was so flattering. I just can't figure out a way to repay you, but someday I will. Autumn, that's nice. If you want to see what I'm going to up to, go to Fire Kicks Reacts channel. I'm on his live stream panel every night, and it starts kind of late. Okay, good. I think you have to be a mod to post links in here. No, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But if not, you can wait until and if you're listening to this later, anybody that's got a channel or a blog or anything you write, please post it in the comment section and I'll approve the links. I want everyone to cross promote each other. It's good for everybody. Lift everybody up together and then you can rise together, if that makes sense. Oh, I'm getting corny in here. I'm going to cross out The Haunting of Laura and The True Stories of Possession. I feel like we read that before, but I don't know now. Okay, I'm going to save this in case something happens. And we are on to, let me see. I don't know how many are here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stories, but it'll take us a minute to read them, so that's fine. The first one is titled, and the page keeps moving on me. Awesome. Oh, it says 5 creepy events that happened while we lived there. Okay. Let me check the chat, and then I'm going to start this. Wow, you guys are really, really nice. All right, let's get into it. So, a suburban homeowner in Seattle experiences bizarre haunting activity that made her question her sanity. Consider the following experiences of Christine V., whose suburban Seattle home was plagued by all manner of ghosts and poltergeist activity and high strangeness. Nothing overly threatening, but things aren't so odd that she began to question her own sanity. This is Christine's story. Between 1995 and 2004, my now ex-husband Ted and I lived in a suburban house north of Seattle, Washington. The house was a standard split level built in the 70s. Had only one owner, an elderly couple from whom we had bought the house and were still living. The house had not been well maintained, and some features, plumbing, electrical, had not been done very well in the first place. And as a result, the house did make some strange settling noises and needed a lot of work. Still, poor construction quality would not explain some of the weirdness we experienced. I wrote down 5 of the creepiest events that happened while we lived there. They are true, other than that I changed some names. I can also say that these types of unexplained incidents stopped the moment we moved out, and I've never experienced anything similar since that time. Checking the chat, because I do. Will you be doing the sad Christmas trees again this year? Sad Christmas trees? I don't know what that means. I said this before and we'll say it again. There's no room in this world for negativity. Sad Christmas trees? I'll come back and look for that. I'm at a loss. Phantom husband. Oh. So one morning I got up and stood at the top of the stairs in front of the house, thinking I heard my husband in the lower floor. As in any split level, the top of the stairs faced the front door, but the view of the lower floor is blocked. I couldn't see down below, but I heard distinct footsteps coming up on the other side of the staircase. Then I saw Ted, in quotation marks, round the corner, dressed in his olive green button-down shirt over a white t-shirt and washed-out blue jeans. but he looked me straight in the eye, a weird blank stare, and then dissolved into a black mass. The mass was exactly his size and shape, just pure black like ink. This mass then turned and returned down the stairs, and I could even hear the steps creak in the other direction. As I stood there gaping, the real Ted came out of the second bedroom wearing the same outfit, other than his shirt and plaid, rather than solid olive. He asked me why I looked like I had seen a ghost. No joke. Oh, whoa. Yeah, you did a live stream last year where people took pictures of the Christmas tree fails. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jerry Rholetter. Yeah, those are my comedy live streams, and I desperately am in need of them, so maybe we'll take a gander at something hilarious when we're done with this. Yeah, there's a lot of them. The funniest ones are when people try to bake stuff, because I've tried to do that too. It's hilarious. It's sad because of all the effort you put in, but really funny when you go back and look at the pictures. This one is called Swinging Headphone Cord. And this is all the same lady's stories, by the way, and said that when they moved out, she didn't have any other issues. So I was watching TV in the room downstairs, and a pair of large stereo headphones were plugged into the receiver and laying on the floor. Suddenly, I noticed the top of the cord plugged into the receiver swinging violently. Nothing had moved it or been anywhere near it. Plus, nothing in nature would have caused that motion. It was swinging as if an invisible finger were pushing and pulling the cord from the top in a back and forth motion. After about 20 seconds, it stopped. The swinging stopped gradually. I thought that was weird, but not scary. So I immediately went over and tried to recreate that motion. I was unable to do so. My fingers rocking the cord back and forth made the bottom of the cord vibrate or jiggle in the opposite direction, something that didn't happen when the ghost did it. I still don't know what to think about that. This one is called Light on the Wall. So one night before Ted moved in, I was sleeping alone in the bedroom. It was around 11:30 p.m. when suddenly I heard one of the cats digging around in the closet, and then it suddenly darted under the bed. I looked up to see what looked like the light from a flashlight on the wall. It was moving around as if it was searching for something, and the fine movement and brightness made me think it was held by someone close by, like inside the house. So I freaked out. I was sure someone was in the next room. I jumped out of bed, only slowed down to grab my coat and wallet on my way out the door and got into my car. I sat in the car and almost drove away. But then I noticed there was no one outside. No unusual cars. No doors or windows had been open. After a few minutes, I finally got the nerve to go back inside. Turned on every light and checked every closet. There was nothing. No one. Some days later, I tried my own flashlight to see if it was possible for someone outside or in a house across the street to shine a flashlight into that bedroom and land the light in the inside hallway. I was unable to do it. Ooh, checking the chat. Okay, everyone's content and listening. Moving on. Hallucinated video. This one had me wondering if I was crazy. If so, my insanity was restricted entirely to the 1,100 square foot area of that one house. I got home after dark, went downstairs, and noticed a rented video on the coffee table in front of the TV. I can still see it clearly. A close-up of an elderly Irishman on a dark background with a white lettering across the top entitled, Waking Ned Divine. I looked at it for 10 or 20 seconds, turning it over to see a few quaint photos in the back. I thought it was funny because this type of film was not Ted's taste. So I went upstairs, actually intending to tease him about it. Surprisingly, he just seemed to get he just seemed annoyed and said he didn't rent that movie. He had rented his all-time favorite movie, Saving Private Ryan. So I went back downstairs, and sure enough, the video I had seen was gone. I could now see Saving Private Ryan. One Ted had bought instead of rented. Odder still, it was sitting at an angle at the top edge of the coffee table, on top of another video. The phantom waking Ned Devine I had seen had been alone and aligned squarely with the bottom edge of the table. How did I see it? Where did it go? What does it even mean? Just deeply disturbing. Oh my goodness. Just little things to mess with her mind, I guess, as she goes on and on. Hope everyone's still here. I haven't seen anybody commenting intently. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. One night haunting. So this by far was the weirdest story from the house, and it took place in the fall of 1995. One night I got home from work after dark, and as I pulled into the driveway, I got a very apprehensive feeling about going inside. I went to every room and turned on every light. Everything was in its place. Yet when I turned on the kitchen lights, for a moment, I saw globes of light floating over the stove. That was weird, but I thought it could be an illusion. I looked into the bedroom, and at that moment, the clock radio suddenly started flashing midnight. No other power had been affected. And as I took a bath, I could hear distinct footsteps in the hall outside the bathroom. I got up to check. No one was there other than the cats. Who doesn't make audible footsteps? The vent cover then started banging where there was no wind, and so on. I eventually counted 8 unusual things that happened that night. That night I had a very lucid, not lucid, dream that I went up to the attic and saw one of my coworkers huddled in a corner. I recognized him as Robert, not his real name, someone I hadn't seen in a long time and had rarely spoken to. I asked him what he was doing there. He replied that he was a ghost in my attic. The next morning I woke up very early, feeling very weird. I got out of the house, and as soon as I could, my mind was racing the entire 30-minute drive to work about what in the world any of that meant. I had no idea. So I got into work, and the moment I sat down, my boss walked in and closed the door. He then explained that he didn't want the rumor mill to start, but that Robert was dead. He had been fired months before, unbeknownst to me, and had gone back to the East Coast, broke up with his girlfriend, and killed himself. I was obviously shocked, yet I was relieved that I now knew what the experience meant. I hadn't known him that well. We'd only spoken a few times. I definitely would not consider myself psychic, and all the unexplained stuff that has ever happened to me took place in that house while I lived in that house. I haven't had any sixth sense about when my own relatives have had accidents or passed on. Maybe it was the nearby power lines or effects of the shoddy electrical work. All I can say is that living there was very interesting, and sometimes I miss having all those stories to tell. Yikes! Well, I don't know. Have you ever heard someone say, must have grew up too close to power lines? It was really funny. Man hunting a deer walked up and started licking the gun. Is that a book? Somebody mentioned something like that before. There's an area of mountains where just countless people go missing, and it's like they just are missing from the spot they were last known to be. There's no footprints going to or from the spot where they were last seen. There's no scuffle. There's no evidence of foul play. They're just gone. And that's why the missing 411s are so terrifying. Is the fact that they have literally no explanation. And the few people that were found not in the same spot. It's just weird. They're weird. I would like to investigate that and see. And I think that the world has a lot of mysteries to it that we just don't understand yet. There's corners of the world and parts of the ocean even that we haven't even explored yet. Someone someone said that we know more about outer space than we do our own planet and oceans right now. So it'd be nice if they invested some time and money into that. Um, check out the scariest true ghost stories. Oh, we'll be the judge of that. But I think what we were going to do was take a little trip into the comedy land. For those of you that don't want to see that, that's fine. I don't know what to tell you, but hmm. There's actually there's a channel dedicated to it on YouTube that they talk about it all the time, and they interview people that have had firsthand experience with it. So you might want to check that out, Tara. I don't know what it's called. I'm pretty sure 411 is in the title of the channel, but they talk about it a lot, and then they venture into other things too. Yeah, it's crazy. Have you ever heard the phrase, "A truly wise man realizes he has much to learn"? I feel like when you feel like you've truly seen it all, heard it all, then I would be leery of that because that means your time is probably up. Because I believe that you don't stop learning until the day you die. There's going to be something new, some information, something new you haven't heard, something new you haven't seen. And I, for one, enjoy that. Doesn't mean you always have to like it, but I enjoy the fact that there's still a new creation process every single day of something. And I just glanced down on my Pinterest and saw the picture of this unicorn fart. Someone drew it on their assignment page, and it was a unicorn farting a rainbow. Wow, I just had to turn that off. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. I'm already subscribed to that channel. Oh yeah, so then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you go down like to the side where the recommended videos, there will be other channels with that same kind of a thing. Uh-oh. What's going on here? There we go. Okay. Yeah, you did hear that? That blasted in my ears. So I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. But I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing on Pinterest and then it blared music. And if it were any louder, I would be confident that my ears would be bleeding right now. Yeah, that was really, that scared the crap out of me. I couldn't even speak for like, what was it, 2 or 5 seconds? Oh my goodness. I think since next week is Thanksgiving already, is that right? I have to look at my calendar because I feel like this has really just I can't even believe it's that soon. It probably is though. Um, you guys can comment if as I'm looking it up on my calendar right now, but oh my God, yes it is. Um, any Black Friday shopping I do online. I cannot handle the people are crazy. Sometimes it's totally fine and there's not a crowd. But most of the time you're going to get a good deal online and you won't have to wait in line at the store. But they're going to run out of it anyway. So, let's see here. I just found something hilarious. Let's look at this here. Oh wow. I can't wait to show this to you guys. Hold on a second. Yeah. October seemed like 2 months to me though. I don't have that, but we have a Black Friday Mexican version. I can't believe it's so soon. Um, I meant to put up my Christmas decorations this week too, and I still haven't done it. But yeah, I don't care. I'll do it. Oh wow. All right, so, oh wow, that's funny. All right, I found 2 things that I'm going to share with you guys. Just a second here. Um, you've been warned. These are kind of hilarious. Hopefully I didn't accidentally just push stop. Okay. I'm always afraid I'm going to accidentally push stop on the, let me see here. And here we go. Thanksgiving fails that you'll be thankful aren't yours. So here's a good cupcake idea. Actually, I don't think that's that bad. You get what they were trying to do. They just don't have any beaks. Oh no, do we have to go to page after page of it? No. No, it's a gallery. Turkey cookies. Kind of looks like a chicken with curlers in its hair. Angry Birds, dead on. I'm gonna look at my phone for the chat. See how many people have clicked off now that I'm on that. Probably a lot. We should get together a team to investigate the missing 411 disappearances. Any idea who should be in it? That'd be a good podcast idea, actually. Anybody that would be interested in being in a podcast, can you please send me an email, duchessdark676@gmail.com. I've got some ideas brewing. I don't have anything in stone, but I have some ideas brewing. So if anybody would like to be part of that, please let me know. Turkey cookies. Wow, that's really bad. All right, let's go here. Oh my gosh. Turkey apple. I mean, honestly, if this was made by a little kid, then I think it's adorable. But it says apple, you're drunk. But I do question it. Can you guys see the pictures or no? Let me see. Oh, yes. Okay, you can. Yay. Oh my God. What is that? Duchess potatoes. Hello. They just look like turds. White turds. Wow, that's beautiful. Tootsie Pop turkey. Nail. It didn't show the whole picture. Let's see if we click on it. I don't understand what's on the front of the face of the turkey. Is it a hot Cheeto? Oh my gosh. I have an entire video of me making a lamb cake. And I'll share it with you guys. I don't know if you guys want to see it now or not, but I'll share it with you guys so you can make fun of me. It's pretty funny. I had started this. Wow. Who likes dark meat? That thing is burnt to a crisp. It looks like a giant piece of charcoal. What a bummer. Man, I guess you better fill up on potatoes that night. That sucks. All right, when we're done with this, I'll show you I had started another channel before I did this one where I was trying to do like little DIYs, and some of them were good and some of them were just awful. So you can laugh at all of them if you want to. Rice crispy turkey. Looks like a tiny little round turd with candy corn in it. Oh my goodness. Oreo turkeys. I mean, they all had good intentions. Do you think that 90% of these were done sober? I'm gonna guess no. Oh, that must be an advertisement. Oh no, they tried to make a turkey out of vegetables. I mean, it just looks like a lot of vegetables to me. It's fine. Looks like someone didn't chew enough. Turkey cookies. Pinstrosity. They're not that bad. I think if they would have just cut the tip off of the candy corns, they would have had beaks for all the turkeys. Not that bad. Not that bad. I'm waiting for something to, oh. Sweet potato casserole. In all fairness, some people do like their marshmallows burnt. I like mine burnt. I literally will stick my marshmallow right into the fire and catch it on fire so the whole outside of it is burnt to a crisp and then the inside is like white lava. I love it. Mini bunt cake. I'm not even pressing on that because you know what, you can see it right there. Turkey cake pops. Oh my gosh, what is that supposed to be? It doesn't even say. It has no explanation. It looks like a candy corn voodoo doll made out of an Oreo and some chocolate sauce. I did some I was going to do some Halloween DIY. I didn't think anyone would watch them on this channel, but I don't know. Maybe I'll still show them to you guys, but not right now. Dinner cake rolls. One of them looks like an actual turkey. Mini caramel apples. What happened to these? Aw. Looks like they dropped them on the floor and just left them there. Wow. Oh my god. I can't. It looks like a brown turd is pooping out a candy corn in this one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. That's what that looks like. Turkey cake pop. You know what? I would love that. I would love that. I kept seeing all these people going, oh, pumpkin spice this and that. I'm like thinking, do you have nothing better to do with your time than to be angry at pumpkin spice? Usually you want to be around people that like pumpkin spice because they're so happy. So suck on that. Not you, immunity, but the people that were complaining about it. Anyway, that would be a really cute idea. If anybody could do it, they'd really make some bank on that. Make even your family look functional. Preview picture I saw of this. Oh my gosh. It looks like they try to cook it with a flamethrower. Oh my gosh. If I were younger and that was my Thanksgiving, I would probably cry. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. That is not cute. That is terrifying. Dear Lord. What were you thinking? There's so many things wrong with this picture. I can't even stay on it anymore. Wow. Slice of turkey penis, anyone? Tell me, is it a turkey turd? That either looks like a frosting penis or a frosting turd. I'm not sure which one. Listen, I tell you what, when you watch my video, you will know that not every cake is achievable by the normal humans that try to do what the experts do. Andrew says, this is the first year I'm not home for Thanksgiving. It feels weird. Yeah, we miss you, but honestly, you're not missing much. Grandpa's same 3 stories about gravy making, and Uncle Gary is wasted and just fell asleep on the couch with his cock out. And the guy says, autocorrect, ha ha ha. And he said, I wish that was autocorrect. Oh my gosh. What's up with this? Oh. Oh. 2 floats are just too close together at beautiful timing there. Awesome. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Who would even make this picture happen? Oh my god. This guy is going to regret this photo forever. I wonder if he lost a bet. He must have lost a bet. I'm going to keep this in mind in case I have any upcoming wagers. I'm no cook, but I can follow directions which said let the bird chill in the sink for a few hours. I've seen that before in case you guys haven't. in case you guys don't know what Pinterest is, it's this wonderful, wonderful world where you can save all these things in a little nook and you don't have to keep it in your brain. It's all there. 7-day outlook. Wednesday 57. I don't know why that's supposed to be funny. I'm missing it. I'm not figuring out why that's funny. Oh, Friday it says Happy Thanksgiving instead of on Thursday. Wow. Oh, hey. Hey, you guys, make sure you post your links after the chat's over in the comment section so people can check out your channels. Yeah, it took me a minute to even realize that they posted Thanksgiving was on Friday instead of Thursday. Oh, no. I've never made a pumpkin pie like that. I make pumpkin bread, which is like pumpkin pie cake and gloriousness. I don't really love pumpkin pie. I've had pumpkin cheesecake, which I can't really have because I can't have dairy, but I suffered through it because it was delicious. Um, oh my God. I feel so bad for them. Hours of cleaning that up. Hours of making it. Pilgrims and Indians, come join us for a Thanksgiving like no other. Fully nude showgirls breaking bread and laps. Come help baste the turkey, put the butter on the buns, and don't forget the fresh pumpkin pie with extra, extra, extra whipped cream. Wow, maybe I could be an announcer. Wow. You can skip this ad in 1 second. Continue. Thank you. Wow. Oh, that's odd. That president had that look on his face from day one till the day he wasn't in office anymore. And I think he's eat me. Wow. Oh my gosh. Eat me. I can't even. That's hilarious. And I want to take that. I just want to make that. What is that supposed to be? I'm gonna guess it was like sweet potato pizza. So like the sweet potatoes underneath, they put the marshmallows on top. Oh my God. What the hell is that supposed to be? Gonna be in the garbage is what it's gonna be. Oh my God, I'm so happy that Thanksgiving falls on a Thursday this year. UCLA educated ladies and gentlemen. What I'd love to see is someone say, I can't believe that Thanksgiving is on Friday the 13th this year. Somebody said that to I think it was my husband said that to his boss said that to his wife that Halloween was on Friday the 13th. I could be wrong though. That's hilarious. What happened? I mean, did they forget the pan? What happened? If you just joined us, we'll be making fun of my fail, and as soon as this is over, so you can make fun of me equally. It looks like the turkey's screaming from the inside. That's just, and what's odd is it's burnt to a crisp, but it still looks red in this region where it's not cooked. Raise your hand if you've ever deep fried a turkey, either successfully or not. I'm not sure what this is. Turkey turd, the new tradition. It's like a turkey. It's like a poop emoji, but turkey version. I mean, I don't. Wow. Satanic turkey. Oh my God. Fucking hell. My dad was carving the chicken for dinner, and all of a sudden, I just hear him maniacally giggling to himself. So I go in the kitchen, and this is what I fucking find. Oh my God. If they sold a doll like that, I would buy it. I would buy that doll. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm getting so many good ideas for Thanksgiving this year. Thanksgiving gumballs, cranberry pumpkin pie, and turkey. Oh, good Lord. I would love to see the face of the person whose boss told them that they had to make that. Turkey cupcake fail. It just looks like a bunch of brown frosting, and brown frosting just looks like a giant turd every time. Ew. Oh, I'm getting nervous because I know that you guys are going to see my video in a minute. I feel like I've shared this with people before, but I can't remember when. Catherine, if I were a Thanksgiving turkey, I'd run to the ocean and swim to Japan. I don't know if that's a fail. That's just cute. Hey, if you've ever tried to paint anything on your fingernails, it's hard. Nail artists are geniuses. I've done stuff with toothpicks and made little pictures, but it's a lot of work for something that's going to be gone. Apple Nightmare, anyone? My God. We will close on Thursday, November 24th, Friday, November 25th, in observance of Thanksgiving. Sometimes there's a thing as not, yeah, you didn't fail. Is that a turkey and a snowman pilgrim? I mean, the only place I know of that applies is like Michigan and Canada, maybe Minnesota. If you live somewhere where I literally saw a meme yesterday making fun of Michigan, and it was one of my friends that posted it. Raise your hand if you've ever had to use your rake and your shovel in the same day. Yep, this week. This week was the week. Thanksgiving break, 24th through 27th. Break. They put all the stops out for their break. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? No. There's a tiny little quote underneath the picture, if you can see it. It says, be honest, how many of you kind of got turned on? Ugh. God. Gross. Sick. Crochet turkey hat pattern. If any of you ever attempt to make this, email me immediately. I want to see what you sold. By popular demand, this sexy turkey hat is now available in a crochet pattern. No. I want to convince someone that knows how to make stuff besides me to make that. It's a turkey hooker. An easy pickup from the pan to platter, and it's got the turkey posing seductively on the packaging. Okay. Oh my God. Sephora, Yankee Candle. Oh no, that's a Sephora ad. Yankee Candle, turkey and stuffing. No way. No way does that smell like turkey and stuffing. I'm getting nervous because I know that you guys are going to see and there's the end of that. So I'm going to find my video so you guys can make fun of me. And it's all in good fun. It's long, but I'll spare you the my stomach just growled. Turkey ho. I will spare you guys the complete length of it and fast forward through the things here. Let me see. See if I can find myself. I should have it linked to this channel, but it's too like it's too embarrassing. So I have never linked it together. I can't even find myself in a search on YouTube for that. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go to it right now so I can see this. And again, I'm going to embarrass myself for your entertainment. Yeah. Hold on a second. I have to find the link for it and then send it to myself so I can actually share it with you guys. Just want to know. I have 73 subscribers on that channel. Anyone that's still here. So I hold on a second. Copy the link. I'm gonna send it to myself. Let me see. Trying to figure out how to send it to myself so that you guys can see it. I'm going to send it to myself in a link so I can share it with you guys. Just a second here. It's the only way I know how to do it because I can't find it if I and there we go. Just a moment and I can pull that up. For you guys still wanting to watch the dorkiness that is me. Yeah. I'm just pulling up my Twitter because I sent it to myself at Twitter. I can actually pull it up and then I can see, I can look at the, let me see here. Whoops. Does anybody else make themselves super complicated passwords and then it takes you 3 tries to type it in correctly because you made it too complicated? No, just me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, hello. Yada, you fucking fuck your daughter gang? What? Yeah, you might want to consider changing it. Yeah. Oh no. I'm gonna make fun of myself in just a minute here. I've got the chat pulled up on my phone so I can see your reactions. I'm gonna unplug my mic when I start to play it. It's pretty embarrassing. Hold on a second. Trying to figure out how to scroll down to this so I can get to it. There we go. Close out my Twitter. I'm going to share it with you guys in just a second here. I'm going to unplug my microphone, so I'm going to sound like I'm a distant away for a moment. And get ready to make fun of me. Here we go. I'm embarrassed, but I think that you guys will enjoy this. I will fast forward through the parts that I think are just stupid. Make sure it's sharing. Okay. Oh God. I'm so nervous to show you this, but that's all right. You guys can make fun of me now. Here we go. So I'll tell you what this says. It says, I tried to make the Pinterest lamb cake. There's the picture of it, what it's supposed to look like, and what someone else failed as. That's not what mine looks like at the end. You'll see at the end what mine looks like. But my mother-in-law thought it was hilarious to say, can you make this cake? And then like 2 hours later said, just kidding. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try and make this anyway. And just to like mess with her right back. So game on. Do that. 2 sponge cakes. Because, number 1, sponge cake. It gets enormous when you make one. And number 2, in case I screw up the first one, I'm brave enough to go full screen here. Ready to go. I don't know where the lens is. Oh my gosh. Side note, I had ordered a camera and a tripod. Not a super expensive. Let's go forward, shall we? Then I'll be back with you. Let me clarify. I'm going to bake the plain cakes and be back with you because... Okay, let's just forward. Oh my God. So I made 2 brown bundt cakes to make a lamb cake. First dumb idea. My hair is like really long now, so by the way, I'll just share with you this. So let's see what happens. What was I thinking?
Sponge cake. Sponge cake.
Oh my God. How embarrassing. I sang through the whole thing. But I do normally do that when I cook.
I'm grunting. You can probably hear me grunting. You don't need to see that. No one needs to see that.
My hair's really long now. I don't...
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, let's just forward to the part where I really mess it up. Okay, wait. Okay, so here we go.
To make it into that lamb cake. See what happens. Okay, so if you haven't seen the picture, pretty sure I inserted it, but it's everywhere. You can Google lamb.
Oh no.
Pinterest lamb cake.
Just wait.
Fail.
Someone said, looks like you're doing a good job.
Like,
just wait.
And then what the fail was, which I'm sure many people are trying to make it. Anyways.
Every time I watch this, I'm like, what was I thinking?
My pan with some parchment paper. I really studied the colors. Got grass around it.
Just because I know how it's going to turn out.
Got
everything I say is so stupid.
Flowers. I did red.
Just wait.
And the eyes.
You're going to feel like a genius after you watch my stupidity.
Now I need to make the cake into a shape.
I still have my Valentine's Day decorations up in the background, by the way.
Half. And then...
It is. It's funny. It's really bad. And watch, I didn't even use a knife. I'm just tearing it apart with my fingers.
I don't know. It's not exact science. I don't really know what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is put it like this.
I didn't even cut it with a knife.
No.
This was my practice one, too. I did take one to her house, but I didn't take a picture of that one. I made one out of a regular bread loaf. It's going to be bad. Trust me. It's so funny.
Hold on. Okay. I think what I have to do is put some frosting here, just a little bit. Use it like E6000 for cakes. Here. Plonk it on there. See that. Then take this other piece. I don't like that.
I'm laughing. You guys can make fun of me. It's fine. I think it's hilarious, and it's such a bad job. I've learned so much since this, but still.
You're gonna have a ton of frosting on here. A ton of frosting goes on this. Really, get the white frosting in your hand, clear out of it. So when I make the actual,
I'm gonna go forward a little bit here.
So I think what I'm going to do now is
stop making this cake.
Frost this, but like in a fast forward way so that you don't have to sit here and watch me frost a cake for 20 minutes. Okay? Yeah.
I just know it's coming. I'm fast forwarding this. This is so embarrassing. I can't even believe I made a video of this and put it on YouTube. That's funnier than the cake.
Oh my gosh. This is still recording. This is funny.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my God. So embarrassing that I made a video of this and put it on YouTube. What was I thinking?
Even.
Still putting frosting on the head part. Not even using a knife. Just my fingers.
That part doesn't matter because it's going to be covered with like.
Oh my God. Let me use half a can of that. How to not make a cake in any kind by me. Yeah, Thanksgiving edition. It's so bad. Oh my God.
Now, I'm gonna try and closely duplicate. Now, if I had the spray frosting, which you really need because it's the sheep or lamb, whatever, has like a crown that you just can't get without fondant, which I don't know how to manipulate. Or again, the spray frosting. So what I'm going to try
I could have at least tried. It would have been better than
eyes
this.
at least, and the nose.
You'll notice his body is shorter now.
Some frosting grass around it and some flowers. So I'm going to do that, but I'll fast forward so you don't have to hear me. Okay? Yeah. Again, this is just a practice, and I'm looking right at the picture. Lamb.
Oh my God.
It's just got, oh Jesus. Of course I did that. Two little eyelashes. Mine has 3. I have a hand that has a mind of its own. It's like, I can't feel part of it, so sometimes I get jerk motions in it. And it only happens when I'm doing something.
That doesn't explain this cake. Me. Past me.
Like, you know, cutting something or using a knife.
I'm just going to leave it up because it's just going to get worse by the second.
This is a practice cake.
Oh my God.
Which, I don't want to use all the frosting for that. Okay, the eyes are enormous. It's kind of scary.
I know.
Who cares? That's whatever.
It looks like a ghost.
It still looks better than that other Pinterest cake fail. Little nose. Kind of looks like a bunny. The little things. Do-do-do-do. Okay.
It's going to get really bad in a minute.
And,
oh my God.
Aw. It looks cute in the camera.
Like those eyes.
It looks so cute. Up close. I'm just going to use a little bit of this to try and like.
In a terrible accent. Yeah, by me.
Just do it really quick because I'll just get another one of these for the actual cake.
You need a whole can of green frosting to make grass.
The camera can see.
Yes, let's make sure the camera can see this
flowers.
Monstrosity.
There.
Oh my God. Now it's a rabbit.
It's important to make the noise.
Yeah, because that matters. The noises won't save you now, cake.
And I honestly didn't realize these were gel. Obviously, I can read, but I didn't read it. There's gel right on it. Durr.
Oh my God. I can't believe I put this on
It doesn't
YouTube.
look that bad. It looks like a bunny without ears. Let me see. I can make the frosting poofier. But again, I think that if I had the spray can stuff.
Okay, I'm putting on a pound of frosting on top of this again.
Not bad. You know what? If I had ears, I would just make that into a bunny.
Yeah.
That would be super cute. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's still pretty funny.
In that moment, I felt like a genius.
Pinterest fail one. But again, it looks like the body of that. I call it a flying dog. I know that's not what it was. It was kind of like a dragon dog from Neverending Story.
From the Neverending Story.
Anyways. I know, I thought everybody else would find this hilarious because I normally do all my videos with my family and everything else. My dogs are getting tired of me talking to a camera. Makes me sound like a lunatic. Anyway, if you liked it.
My hair is so funny on top of it.
Maybe be my friend, maybe.
Okay, I'm going to go to this end part here. My husband got home and I showed him. I made ears out of marshmallows.
You said that to my mom?
I can't breathe.
Well, me send it to her.
I already sent it to her, but I just added the marshmallows for the tail. I put their ears on it because it looks like a bunny, not looks like a cat.
That's what she said.
Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought, and that actually made me laugh a lot. Yeah. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. It was pretty entertaining. Even for me to look back at it now. Oh my God. Snowcat. Oh no. The live stream was like when I go back to its mid frosting. I've learned so much. Baby turkey, what the? Oh, I'm looking back. The comments are just now catching up on here. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Well, this will make everyone else feel better about their baking ability. And you've learned many things on what not to do. And it's still, the chat's still catching up. It's like showing me all the comments from before. Not really sure what's going on with that. But, oh, I'll share the link in case you guys want to check out the other ridiculous crap I put on there. Plus, I do want to start doing once a week videos on that. And that's just like stuff I already do all the time anyway. So why not record it and see if people like it? So I'll put that in the chat when it's over. I think for now we're going to wrap it up. I had some awesome fun. Again, the winner of the art contest, if you missed it, is Hex Wando. He will be notified, and I will be making merch for him. And he'll have bragging rights in the about section of the channel and all of the videos. And the story contest winner is number 5, Monsters of Among Us. I believe that's the right title. My brain, again, might be saying that wrong. But it's number 5 by Chris B. He will also be notified, and I will make merch coinciding with the title of the story. And he will have the same, you know, all of his social media links as well as Hex Wando will be in the about section of the channel and all of the videos coming up. So, so this is what Paula Deen did after her losing her show. Oh God. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good laugh at my expense, and that's fine. And I will see you. You'll see something from me by Saturday. I did take a poll to see what everybody wanted, and the consensus says serial killer Saturday. But I did just find Ouija board stories that I never found before, so we'll see. And as I do different things and upload on different things, I'll leave links for you guys in case you want to check them out. Because I have, as I explained to my therapist, I have many layers, like an onion, like Shrek, except for I'm not green. And I don't live in a swamp. But anyway, I'm going to thank you guys for coming. I'm going to wrap it up and say, until we meet again, bye. Bye. Bye.